What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're playing with the fuel system where I want to actually get like the back kind of sorted out. So what I've done, yesterday I went over to Herzog Steel, got myself some steel. Beauty. So I've got some 2mm mild steel sheet, and then I've also got some 50 by 20 square like bar. So we'll use that in the back. It's going to be bracing, it's going to be solid, it's going to keep from heat, it's going to keep from tire slap, all that kind of stuff. It has to be able to. So this has been sitting in the car for most of the day, so it's really hot right now, so I have to let it cool down before I can touch it. It was a pain getting out of the car with gloves. But once that cools down, we can then get it into the car and start playing with some of the stuff. Today is a very late start to the day. I worked last night. Then when I woke up, it was more or less lunchtime, and today is Indy's last day at uni. So she's studying forensics and criminal psychology, and today is her last day doing that. So her 3-year degree is over. Today is the last of it, so we wanted to celebrate, and we went out and we went and treated ourselves to a nice little lunch. So today is a really late start. I don't know how much we're gonna be able to get done, but I at least want everything kind of sitting in there to see what it's gonna look like. So I'll quickly cut to... I'll go grab the fuel cell and I'll bring it out here and we'll figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to plan it out. Alright, so we got a flat bar and our plate. So I want to figure out, get this up without scratching it, with our fuel cells. So yeah, so this will be an issue. So the flat bar that I've got doesn't reach, or doesn't make it for how deep the sump is. So I have to make that obviously the highest point, whether that's stacking multiple layers of this, or I don't know, maybe I will stack multiple layers. Now another point with learning with this, a lot of you guys helped me out and taught me the fact that it was facing this way in the wagons, and the sump was facing towards the front of the car, and it actually is meant to be around the other way. The sump is meant to be at the back of the car. And my mate Jake Peterson told me that the main reason you have it backwards is obviously when the car's going forward, which is 90% of the time, all the fuel is going to slosh towards the back. So obviously it needs to push to the lowest point where it can actually source the fuel. Also, that then makes it so we can have the fuel pump in the back, because we'll have the lines coming out the back, like being able to mount the fuel pump just here or something like that. So I will have to figure out, I'm probably just gonna have to do 2 runs of the flat bar. So it's a good thing we got it a bit long, because we might be able to get 2 runs out of that. If not, I don't know, I'll figure something out, or I'll get someone to help me with what I'm trying to do here. But you can see what the plan is, what the idea is. So I'll see how far off this big sheet is from fitting in the back, because then we can quickly dummy fit up the tank and see where it's gonna sit. Alright, so there's really poor lighting back here, but what I've done is I've literally just taken everything out, and this entire bit sits in the middle there. Now if I literally just knock off this edge here, it sits flat and flush in the back. And then where you see the flat bar, you can see that just there's a raised section. And then just where I'll be doing the trimming just here, there's another raised section. Now I'll mount the flat bar to go across those raised sections, so that, because the chassis rails actually go right under that. So they will be 2 solid points that I can use to mount the fuel cell, and it lifts it quite high. And like being steel flat bar, that's not going to move whatsoever. And then on top of that, I'll put some rubber mounts to kind of like help with the vibration, like not like normal rubber, but anti-vibration mounts. But yeah, alrighty, so I'll get the fuel cell now and we'll see how she fits. Alrighty, so that's actually working out quite well, but you can still see the sump of the tank is like just touching that metal. Now the metal will go down a couple mil, but then obviously once I've cut this to length, it'll drop because it won't be on the seal of the car anymore. So hopefully once we've got the anti-shock mountings on there, so just like those little rubber feet, hopefully it makes it a lot better. It'll like just raise it off the ground a little bit. And then I can probably use some of this cross section too with the offcuts to use it to brace the bars a bit more. Just so they've got maximum bracing, like as much as possible, so that the fuel cell can't move, can't warp. It's on a very solid base and it's all gonna be good. And then I don't know which side we're gonna run the fuel lines down, because that obviously is dependent on which side we have, say, like the mechanical fuel pump and the front tanks and everything like that up the front. So I'm gonna do some investigating tonight so we can plan out, see what we're doing. But once we've done that, I've got my boy Chase Boucher yet again coming to the rescue. Again, we couldn't build this car without him. Like, him and his brother, they're absolute wizards. They can do anything. But yeah, they are sending us a diagram of the way that they have plumbed up the front of their car, because we need to go through and we need to look at all the fittings we need so we can buy all the fittings we need. Once we've done that, we can actually start plumbing it up and get the front tanks made. Once the front tanks are made, we can actually plumb from the rear to the front and get that done and ready. So I'm gonna try and be cranking over that over the weekend, try and organize that and get it smashed out, so that before we have the engine back, we can have this fuel system, at least from the fuel cell forward, all ready to take the engine, ready to go. So this weekend I will be working on it the entire weekend, trying to smash it out. I will film it so that in Monday's video I do have the finished product kind of thing, but I am going to actually try my best and have most of this run out and everything and ready for fittings, mounted and all that kind of stuff. So for now, we'll just keep playing with some stuff. We're gonna run some of the fuel hose and see what distances we've got, see what kind of things we're gonna need, how far we're gonna need to run it, yada, yada, yada. So I'll get those now. Alrighty, so I've gotten a little bit carried away. I've taken off the first edge just here, went over it with a flap disc, rounded off the edges, deburred it and everything. Now I'm just going over the other side just here and doing the same one. I was doing it with a grinder, but it's really loud and I almost moved at the same speed just using the hacksaw. It's not that much energy and it still gets the job done probably just as quick as that tiny little grinder. So I'm just smashing this out at the moment, and then that should have it fitting pretty much perfectly in the back of the car, if not pretty damn close. And then I chop down the flat bar too, and that's pretty much to size, like for where I want it kind of thing. So it goes from like this brace just here all the way to this brace just here. So once I've cut this in, we can like dummy fit it and actually like have a look and see how it's gonna sit. So I just successfully blew up my first disc. I mean, luckily it didn't come near my face. I am wearing glasses, but yeah, that was pretty sketchy. Kind of like literally as soon as I went to go do the cut, it just instantly grabbed, bang, and I was like, oh, well, wasn't as exciting as I thought it would normally be, but that's the first grinding disc I've ever blown up. Alrighty, so I've cut the entire floor and the bars down. So the bars are mounted to the car and the floor is on the ground hard, and then I'll actually put a bit of a sealer in there too when I'm putting it in there. But it fits in there perfect, nice little snug fit, good solid floor, awesome. This is exactly where I want it to be by the end of today. There's a tiny gap here because of where the sump like pretty much goes. So I can either notch it down here so that it'll like fit better, or what I'm planning on actually doing is just with the anti-vibration feet, that should step it up more than enough for it to be perfectly off the ground. And then I don't know, I'll speak to someone and see if it's a good idea to see if like even angling the tank on like the tiniest bit, just again, so that it's always pouring downhill kind of thing, so that all the fluid and all the fuel is going towards the sump. And then as you can see right there, that's where I'm planning at the moment to have the fuel pump. Everything is still subject to change because I'm gonna get this checked over, see if this is gonna work and see if this will be proper for the I don't know, the situation, the way that things will go. It does look a little bit wonky just because that rear seat's not in all the way. I haven't put it in all the way because everything has to come out to wire the car anyways, so I may as well, and like they're a bit of a pain, so they're just sitting in there so they can pop right back out. But yeah, so everything does look freaking sweet and it looks awesome. And then once all that's done, I can then pretty up the sides where it's all freaking ugly, but I don't think I'll have any carpet back here. I might just do like a big sheet metal bowl kind of thing. Just so that like it's obviously if there's any leaks or any fires, it's just keeping it in that area, make it an all metal surface, create a little boot for it kind of thing. But I'm extremely happy with where we finished off today, and the tailgate should shut nicely around it too. Sweet. So yeah, you can just see through it, but that is perfect. Alrighty, well now that I've got that dummy fit, it took a little bit longer than I thought because we're celebrating a little bit with Indy because she literally just finished uni. So that's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. Over the weekend I'm going to work even more on that, try and get it so it's actually all mounted there. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Catch you guys in the next one, which will be Monday at 6 PM. Be there or be square. Alrighty guys, peace.
I've been in thugging, you bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat, I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay, I'm